Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. So welcome to another birthday week bonanza. This is another one of the beautiful decks that I bought for my birthday. And I do hope that you enjoy. If you haven't watched my birthday haul already, I'll link it in the cards. So today I'll be unboxing the Wandering Star Tarot by Kat Pierce. So this deck was originally indie published, I believe, and Hay House picked it up, which, thanks Hay House, like great, I love it. I'm loving that a lot of big publishers are like picking up like these smaller indie published decks because they're so great. And I think, you know, especially people that want to get into tarot or are interested in picking up decks that unfortunately, sometimes you can't always afford indie decks, right? Mass market sometimes is more readily available and easier to pick up because it's usually cheaper in price. So it's just great that people then get to have a little bit of, you know, a nicer deck that was previously independently published and is now available to literally everyone. So I think that's always fantastic, in my opinion. So it is an 80 card deck. I do love the front cover. So in the US it retails for $26.99, in Canada $35.99. I did pick it up for a little bit less than $35. I think I only saved $5 or something on it, which is still pretty good. I bought mine from Amazon.ca like usual. In the back it does show some sample cards, and then it says there's a universe inside you. The Wandering Star Tarot is a compass for seekers, dreamers in search of the treasures that lie within the heart, mind, and spirit. And then it says, with unique hand-drawn illustrations, keywords work subtly into the design of each image, and a guidebook filled with hopeful messages, quotes, and spreads. This deck invites readers of all levels to work intuitively with the cards for insight and guidance. Journey into the whimsical world of self-discovery and archetypes, and meet two original cards that infuse the major arcana with powerful energy, the Mother Star and the Creator. Now, I think that's interesting that there's keywords on the cards. I think for beginners, I think that would be really interesting. Now, inside we have this. I think it says something in here. What does it say? There is a universe inside you. Right? Yeah. There is a universe inside you. Oh, that's so pretty. So nice. So I did take off the paper that was around the cards already just to save time. However, I did want to make note that I did notice that it was really tight around the cards and kind of ruined a bit this particular card, which is the King of Pentacles. The backing is a bit ruined. So I think they could have not tightened that so much. So let me just put that over here and let's go through the guidebook. It's a cute little guidebook, like typical Hay House fashion, which is pretty nice. So we have understanding the deck, major and minor arcana. Then we have using the deck, ask a card a day, 3-card spread, Wandering Star spread, Celtic cross, reverse meanings. Then we have the messages and meanings for the major and the minor. Okay. Let's see. Does she say anything we need to know? No. Very typical information, I think. It gives you little informations about each suit, which is good. Then we have a card a day. Very typical 3-card past, present, future spread. Then we have like other types that you can do, which are typical mind, body, spirit, physical state, emotional state, spiritual state, subconscious, conscious, superconscious, you, your path, your potential, things like that. Then we have the Wandering Star spread, which is, you know, unique to this particular deck, which is pretty nice. I love when artists or creators, authors, whoever, put their own spreads into the deck. Celtic cross, which I hate. And then it talks about reversed meanings. So this particular deck doesn't have reverse meanings, which for me, I don't care, but you can use obviously reverse meanings if you know them already by heart. So if you know them already and that's what you use, go forth and conquer that. So it seems we have the Fool, some keywords, blurb about it, I guess meaning blurb. And then we have a quote at the bottom, which is pretty cute. That's nice. Let's see, do we have a full page? Yep, so it seems like we have a full page for each card. Obviously no photos or anything like that, which is fine. I don't really care about that either. And then it goes into about the creator acknowledgements and all that good stuff. So, of course, I will pull a card at the end and read from the guidebook so you can see what the creator has to say about the card. So let's get into the cards. So here are the keywords. The Fool. Now, I really wanted to get this deck because I really find the imagery fascinating. Like, the artwork is interesting. I really like that. Like, look at this High Priestess. So nice. Also, these are the backs. So they are matte. Oops. And they are in the new Hay House cardstock. I know some people don't like the new cardstock, but I love it, so no big deal. So the keywords are there. It's nice because I think for beginners this would be really friendly, because you have the keywords straight on the card, but they're not intrusive in any way. Like, this is where the keywords are. Like, that's pretty cool. They're not like some beginner decks where all the keywords are at the bottom and you know exactly where they are. So that's pretty cool. So we have the keywords Karma and Destiny. And then we have the Hanged Man. That's cool. Death. All of them are around the border. Oh, I love this devil card. Very nice. Love the snake. Love that she's wearing a mask. Tower is very typical. Very nice. We have the Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. And then we have the World card. Oh, okay, so here are the extra cards. So we have the Mother Star and the Creator. So one means yes, and then the other means no. Interesting. So we have yes and no cards here. That's cool. I like that. Then we have the Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. I also love that there's diversity in this deck. There's also a mix of animals and people, which is interesting. So I do love that as well. Some people don't like that. Some people are all about, you know, only having people in a deck and not having, you know, people and animals mixed for different cards, which is okay. You know, you do you. We're all attracted to different things, but I don't mind. And then the Ten of Wands. Oh my gosh, she's like burning at the stake. That's that's wow. Then we have the Page, her outfit. We have the Knight. We have the Queen. Love that she has a third eye there. And we have the King. He has a bird on his shoulder. Motivation, honor, standards, wisdom. Nice. Then we have the Ace of Cups. The Two of Cups. We have the Three of Cups. Four of Cups. I like the keywords for this one. Yearning, disillusion, boredom. We have the Five of Cups. Interesting that these are not behind her, but instead are in front. And then she's holding one, like tipping it over. And it's pouring out. It's interesting. Six of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. Look at that. Choice, instinct, passion, extremes. We have the Eight of Cups. The Nine of Cups. And the Ten of Cups. The Page. Very traditional with the fish in the cup. The Knight. She's on a horse, which is nice. Queen. Then we have the King of Cups. Now we're into the swords. So we have the Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. Three of Swords, very typical of a Three of Swords. Four of Swords. This seems way more restful than some of the Four of Swords I've seen. We have the Five. Six. The Seven. The Eight. 9. The Ten of Swords. Whoa. Closure, endings, final. Interesting. That's intense. Then we have the Page of Swords. How is she holding the swords? What's she doing? My gosh, probably cutting her hands up. Scary. Then we have the Knight. It's a tiger. The Queen. And then we have the King. So lastly, we have the Pentacles, I believe. Yep. So the Ace. The 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. We have 7. 8. Education, achievement, results, hard work. Love it. Love it. We have the 9. The 10. The Page. Love her hair. Very nice. We have the Knight. The Queen. And lastly, the King. Very nice, I have to say. Shuffles really nicely. Okay, let's do Judgment. Judgment it is. Okay, perfect. So on the card it says acceptance, awakening, and assessment. Let's see what it says here. Yeah, same thing. Acceptance, awakening, assessment. The time has come to let go of the past. Why cling to something that no longer exists? It is easy to criticize and analyze your failures, but it's important to know that it is all part of the journey and that you did the best you could at the moment in time. Now is a moment of awakening. This card is connected to Pluto, a planet of release and growth. Accept yourself fully, focus on your achievements, and see how far you've come. Waste no more time ruminating on things you cannot change. Instead, bolster yourself, practice praising yourself, and go forth acting in truth and integrity. The time is now. The quote for this card is, a man never made any material as resilient as human spirit. Bernard Williams. So this is what I read. Let's focus that. Yeah, so easy, basic, love the meaning of it, to be honest with you. Definitely should focus on yourself and making sure you're focusing on things that you have already achieved, because that's what makes most sense. You know, failures are failures. You learn from them, you move on. That's really how it is when it comes to that, you know. So I do love this deck. Honestly, I'm excited to use it and whatnot, for myself, for others. I think it's a fantastic little deck, and I'm glad that Hay House picked it up. Way to go, Hay House. You did a good job on that. You definitely made a good choice in picking up Kat Pierce's deck, because she did a fantastic job on everything. So let me know in the comments below if you have this deck, indie, mass market, what you think of it. Love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, as I do have more content coming. Turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, because it's greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.